you had a very, what you sort of a typical American upbringing in many ways.
Absolutely.
And then at some point it became clear to you that you were not the same as everybody else. You were being treated as an other.
Right, right.
Pick it up from there.
Well, the reason I made this film is, I was raised a certain way. I was raised learning a lot of different things about, love and acceptance and, forgiveness, that kind of stuff. And none of which is what's being portrayed nowadays, the whole, extremism, terrorism,
right,
that angle. So I felt like I needed to do something about it, and my voice is pretty much right in this film.
There's something very interesting that you wrote that I picked up on, and you said, you as an American not only live in fear of terrorism, you live in fear of being associated with terrorism.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's like, the issue here at the root of this whole thing is the fact that there's this other approach when people aren't realizing, we are Americans as well. Like, we're here as well. If something happens here, we're gonna be victims as well. There were victims in 9/11 as well. So I mean, it's just like we have to come at an approach of a togetherness thing and fight this thing together. Because we're fighting against it as well.
Let's, Dana, let me bring you in. You're Jewish American, and you guys didn't really think that when you were coming out with this movie that it would be as I say, at opportune a time or inopportune a time, depending on how you want to look at it, but that we would all be completely immersed in this dialogue about the role of Muslims in America. Tell me your view on the timing and the perspective that you bring to this.
Well, I think the timing, post 9/11, I think the timing was always right to raise these subjects in a film. And I think that, obviously we're hoping that we can add something to the national conversation. We all had our own conversations while making this movie. I'm Jewish, Qasim's Mooz-Lum. We've had an amazing relationship and continue to do so. Roger, I'm not exactly sure of his faith, but we've all really worked together, and we as a group of people have made this film in the spirit that we would like our country to move forward. And the messages that we want to project are all in the film. If you just watch the film, you'll know how we all feel about everything.
Hey, Roger, she doesn't know what your faith is. I'm still trying to struggle with how to pronounce your name. Can you tell me how to pronounce your name?
My name is Roger Gendar Smith.
Yeah, okay, that's easy. That was easy.
Smith is spelled S-M-I-T-H.
Roger, you're in the movie. You're actually playing a part in this movie. Tell me about it again. I can't get sort of past the idea of perspective, because this looks like a movie that might have been somewhere on the fringe, but for the fact that it is possibly the most talked about issue in America right now.
I don't think that it's on the fringe. I think that it's really in the tradition of great first films. And the great young filmmaker who's made a brave, courageous film, which is semi-autobiographical in nature, and really mines the dilemma of faith and also of youth and also of family. And it's something that I think that speaks to a very wide audience. And it speaks in a peculiar way because of this peculiar time in which we're living right now.
But Qasim, you didn't do it for this particular time.
No.
This was, you were going to tell the story anyway.
Yeah, it just, the stars aligned.
Yeah.
And like Dana says, this conversation is happening right now, and we'd just like to be added to the conversation, and hopefully we can turn the view of the conversation in a different direction by the placement of this film, by opening people's eyes to a different side of what Islam and Muslims in America are, because it's a whole vast group of people.
Well, I think that's the key. Everybody wants to know what they are, and maybe the story is that they aren't one.
Right.
They aren't one thing. Tell me where people can see this movie.
Well, you can go to Mooz-Lum,
Yeah.
And Moozlum, themovie.com. You can converse with us on Facebook. We do not know exactly when it's coming out, but we will be premiering this Friday in New York. We'll be in Chicago at the Chicago International Film Festival next month. We're at Urban World Film Festival here.
Great.
So I mean,
I hope people get to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too.
Thank you to you, thank you to Dana, and thank you to Roger Gendar Smith. Got that right finally on my third try. Thank you to all of you. Good luck with this. Great work to have this out here. God knows we all need more information on this topic everybody's talking about. If you'd like more information on Mooz-Lum the movie, we have linked to the official site over at my website, cnn.com/Alley. All right, where is he? Where is he? Is he